Hey guys, my name is Whitney Howell, and I am going to be sharing with you guys one of my absolute favorite hair tools. I got this product back in, oh my gosh, maybe October, November of last year. I saw somebody talking about it, and I was like, I could benefit from that. Like I have long hair. I have a good bit of hair, but it's fine. And it's pretty flat. So all I've done is just blow dried it with the Longe blow dryer brush, and that's all I've done to it so far. I sprayed some heat protectant on it, and I'm going to show you guys my favorite product. So if you're like me and you struggle with hair that is flat, whether it's long or short, this thing right here, the Voloom, is going to be your new best friend. I'm telling you guys, not only does it give me that fullness and volume to my hair, but it even makes it feel thicker. I cannot go without this thing. But here's the deal. I don't wash my hair every day either. So I can blow dry my hair, curl the end some, do my volume, and then this volume will stay in my hair for usually 2 to 3 days. So I do not have to go back through and really do much to it those next couple days. Unless I want to add a couple more curls to it. I don't have to worry about any of this through here, through the root and stuff, because it actually really does stay. It really does help create that volume to stay in my hair. So, there are different sizes for it. I just have the regular basic volume. It's probably about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches wide. It does have the little, and it's not on right now. I'm going to show you guys how quick it heats that too. But it does have like these little boxes inside, like these little squares. Someone said it's kind of like a crimper, but really it's not, because the way this does with the little squares in there, it doesn't crimp, but it creates that volume with it. So you just kind of take and squeeze it down like this for a second or two, and then let it go and just kind of work up your head with it. So I am going to show you guys, it does have the little lock here. So if you close it, you can flick it to the lock side, so that way it'll stay closed. It has a super long cord. I've got mine plugged in the middle of the room there. So yeah, and then this little baby right here is the on button in the middle. And then you can turn the heat up or down. It does usually recommend starting out at a lower heat. I believe it says 350 is what it says to start out at. I actually do mine now on 395. And it tells you how hot it is here. It takes just a couple of seconds to heat up. All you have to do is mash the power button and you're good to go. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I am going to go ahead. It is not turned on. I can hold it here. I'm going to go ahead and turn this on and show you guys how quick it starts heating up. You just take the on button, hold it, and it's flashing because it's saying my setting is at 395, and then it just counts up and goes. Isn't that super cool? All right, I've got a towel, so I'm just going to set this in my lap real quick, and I'm going to go in and start dividing up my hair. I have the little clips. It comes with 2. I usually only have to use just 1. But I'm going to divide my hair up, and I just kind of start right here at my ears, bring my thumbs back, and just section my hair and go up my head with it. I'll kind of get this to stay out of the way, if it will. Okay. So we are almost there. It's at 285 right now. Takes just a couple of seconds for it to heat up. So easy, so quick, and the volume that you'll get from this is crazy good. Almost there. I'm going to scoot this back just a tad so you guys can kind of see what we're doing. All right, we are at 395. Okay, so we're going to get started. All right, so I just take mine, and I usually go in just little small sections. Hopefully you guys can kind of see what I'm doing here. I'll kind of go and get as close to the root as I can. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And you see it starts crimping there. Or voluming. I guess it's not technically a crimp. But I'm going to do the same thing all the way around my head. I usually hold for about 3 seconds. When I was reading the instructions, it does say to hold for like a second. But because I have so much hair when I'm doing it, I usually hold for about 3. And then just kind of work down. And you can kind of see, you see how it's doing that root? Gotta make sure, because sometimes my hair is longer and I will miss some spots. As I go up, it gets quicker and easier to do. But these bottom couple sections sometimes give me some trouble to be able to go through and get them. Okay, I'm gonna take the clip out and section up the next part. Go just a little bit above my ears this time. Does not have to be a perfect section at all. Hold this in there and start it again. And I have been asked, because I have been using this for a while now, and I've actually told a couple people about it, and you can see the volume that it's creating already through here at my root. I've had a lot of people asking if it is good for long and short hair. Yes, it is. If you have shorter hair, you can definitely use this one, because I know some of the ladies that have shorter hair that use this one. They also make one called the Rudy. That would be really good if your hair is shorter. But this one does work really good too, because you can still get close enough to your root to create that volume right there at the root with it. The only thing with these is I will tell you, and as we get higher up and closer to the face, you'll kind of see. But you don't want to go along that top layer of hair, because you don't want to be able to see that crimp through there. So that's really the only thing. So once I kind of get, you see the volume already, how it's kind of pushing that out. So once I kind of get to the very top, I will start sectioning it a little bit different. And if you just want a little volume, just do a little volume. You don't have to do a ton. You don't have to do this all the way up your head. I personally do, because number one, my hair is fine. So a lot of times it doesn't stay very well and stuff. And number two, I like volume. Okay, so as I'm getting up higher here, you'll see I'm not grabbing these pieces that are right around the front, because you don't want to grab that and crimp that with those little squares, because otherwise you're going to be able to see it. So I kind of just take it right here at my ear. Like my ear is right here. I kind of start taking the hair like right there. I don't want to go any further in than my ear the further up I get. And I'm still just taking the 3 seconds. And it just kind of depends on how much volume. As far as how far you go down the hair shaft there, I usually go about 3 or 4 sections. And that's about it. And the layers that I'm doing, you can see they're pretty thin. It's not like a whole big chunk of hair, because if you get it too thick, it's not going to be able to cut through. And if you get it too thin, it's not going to have enough hair to be able to do the crimp, to be able to do the volume in there. So, but I'm telling you guys, this thing, it's so much better than teasing your hair. This stuff really does last in there. I'm telling you, I do not go without mine. If I go anywhere, I'm taking my Voloom with me and my blow dryer brush, because I have to have the volume that this stuff gives me. All right, so I told you once I got to the top, I would start separating it a little bit different, which means I'm just going to take my little clip here and hold that piece over. I'm just going to grab a couple of sections as I go around. And yeah, it does kind of take a little bit of a while. Well, I know right now because I'm explaining it to you guys as we go, But look at that. I mean, it really makes it look like I have a lot of hair. And I really don't have a lot of hair. I mean, I have hair, but it's very fine. So, do the same thing that I did with the other side. Start sectioning it off. And I will tell you, I am no hair expert. I did work at a salon when I was younger. Well, 2 salons when I was younger. Colored my own hair, cut my own bangs. But I am not a professional. I am not a professional. But I just, oh my gosh. Look at that. It's so good, y'all. I'm telling you. And I am one of these people where I'm not going to share or tell people about something if I don't truly love it. And I love this thing. They're actually, I'm getting another product from them in soon. So I cannot wait to try it. And I will share an update with you guys when I get it. But I think that's about it. I don't ever go too close to the top because otherwise you will see those little squares, those little sections, and you don't really want to see stuff like that. Just kind of put it towards the back, brush over any spots, but look at that. I always have a little crimp, or look at that, y'all. Look at that volume. I'm telling y'all, this stuff, this thing is so good. So if you notice you have little pieces right here, all I kind of do is just put my hair back over it, or you can get your straightener out and you can kind of straighten over a couple of pieces. I don't usually do much to mine because I run my hands through my hair so much anyway that it would be pointless for me to try to fix every little piece, because if I did, within running my hand through my hair in a second, it would be showing a different piece or whatever. So, anyway, I love this thing. It is really great if you have curly hair, because then you're not going to see those things on your days that you do curls. It's really good on days that you actually pull it up. You can still do it and have a good bit of volume with it. Or if you're like me and you do the little half up ponytail a lot at the top, it's just really good. So I'm going to turn this bad boy back off because we are done. But look at the volume that it gives to my hair. It's just, it gives me life. So if you guys have not tried one of these, you need to check it out. I will put a link for it so that you guys can go check them out. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'd be happy to help.